He's over here. Over here.
Alright, so narratively they were naked, they didn't have anything, but you get the XP for having defeated them, so I don't have to remove them from my previous thing. And it's an extra...
I'll take it.
Yep.
They thought they could jump you, and nope. They did not.
I'd say, like, narratively, during the process, Riker, like, I'd fling out a web to give it a try and just try to ensnare this guy as I chase him down.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
Because I would 100% do that.
Web.
Yeah, and they're not very, like, not a huge amount of strength, so.
It's like Drunken Fist, except Sleepy Fist.
I see Bell just doing a giant circle, like chasing them all down, and then just right back into the bed. Flop.
Curl back into a ball, just right next to the fire.
Alright, so, yeah, that happened to interrupt your guys' sleep, so eventually you go back to sleep and you get your long rest in, and I need to update the, XP tracker to reflect how much XP you guys have. And so we can do all that cool stuff. I don't think you guys level on it, though, so I don't think it might not be...
I don't think so either, but I'm just double checking when...
Alright, so...
Ooh,
Cragmaw Castle, auto pull for bugbears. Yeah, I already did that. And then Nesner, and I basically... there we go.
So, wait, what? You kind of stopped.
Oh, sorry. For the up to and including Nesner, you got 3,800, which took you to 19,620. And then, yeah, I'm still. There's
and we need 24,000 to level up, if I remember correctly.
I think it's 23.
23,000. My mistake. Thank you.
Okay, so I've updated the party loot a little bit. Separated things into some columns.
Alright, it's 1560.
Did you put the emerald pendant in your inventory? So that I can either take it out or leave it in?
Yes, I thought I took it off the list. I'm sorry.
Feels as though we'll hit level 7 after way back though.
Yeah, I have the emerald and gold necklace, because Ura wants to feel pretty.
Oops.
Okay, cool. Okay, so hopefully that all looks nice and prettier now.
Feels so well after where'd that go at this rate?
Sorry, I didn't actually add all these up. I got the numbers done, I just don't have it all added up, so hold on just a second for me.
Ah, there.
Oops. Plus... Oops. Oh man, it's pretty easy. Okay, so the number you're looking at is 21,580.
21,580. 21,580. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought we were gonna hit level 7 after wave or mid wave echo at best.
Yep. So that included the auto pull that you guys had there at the beginning of Cragmaw Castle, up to the Nesner fight, up to and including the Nesner fight, and then we had the CMC boss fight, which was the doppelgangers, the drow. You know what? I think I'm going to actually, because you fought that fight and then we had the doppelgangers jump you again.
And the Grick.
Ooh.
The two Grick.
Yeah, 2 Grick.
So,
10,000 years can leave you such a Grick in the neck.
oops, come on, where'd it go? Alright. Actually, this might level you guys. So 21,580 plus 1,500 goals. I think the magic number is 20. Magic number is 23,
23.
right?
23,000.
So we need another, what, 1,420?
There's plenty of wolves in the forest.
Quick, find a village!
No.
It's just dark, man.
You know it's darker. Not leveling up.
Send Willow straight up to find the nearest farmstead.
Oh,
Murder Hobos Incorporated, go!
Gundren, you have to go.
What?
It's true. We got credit for rescuing him. Do we get credit for if we slay him?
that's how you do it.
I don't think
in
we
the
do.
original set.
I don't think we do at all. I mean, technically, even though his usefulness has come to an end for this module,
21,580 plus 360. 21,940. Plus 22,780. Oh. So the number is 22,780.
ah!
I crushed the nearest butterfly.
That is annoying.
Huh?
We need 220 XP. Alright, time to hunt wolves.
We're gonna show up at Wave Echo Cave with a completely normal and healthy goal in mind, which is to kill at least 300 XP worth of things,
Then take a long rest.
and then take a long rest.
We're gonna.
Get rid
Meanwhile-
of whatever
meanwhile-
outward scouts they have.
Meanwhile, Gundren just goes balls deep by himself because we like.
So we call that. We're gonna scout out the cave first, and then regroup outside the cave to make our plan.
I say we hunt a couple of hungry owlbears.
We can just let Engong keep rolling perception checks all night for rest of the trip. And
No! All these nines she's rolling. No!
So yeah, there we go.
That's a
So you guys wake
That
up
is
the next
a
morning
number.
fully refreshed and feeling just slightly disappointed. And you can't quite explain why, but you feel like you're just on the verge of some amazing breakthrough, and it just leaves you the sour taste in your mouth, like something's missing. And early in the morning, as you travel, you reach the Tribor Trail, and since you're on horseback, I believe that's gonna make it so that it's.
Side note: how much longer do we have our blessings from the moon goddess?
The
Half about here. Boom. Boom.
You got about 7 more days. You're halfway through.
Dope.
Okay.
Carry on.
Don't
Yeah,
need
I've
to
been
worry about
tracking
it because let's override it because I don't need no stupid moon goddess.
I've had that the entire time, so I just had it hidden in the tracking layer. So it's
Woohoo!
it's a thing. All right. Yeah, you guys arrive in Phandalin. I think that day. Like, let's see how. Let me get to know.
We would pass by the Gundren's Brothers campsite for Gundren to at least see, technically speaking.
Yeah, you guys already told him it's been a while since that was there. I'm gonna say it's picked clean of like all the stuff that you guys left that was there. Like most of that stuff's gone, and he's like, yeah, this was probably where we like to make camp, but if there ain't no Bozzies, that doesn't mean they're dead. So we gotta wait to see.
They could have been doppelgangers the whole time. Dun dun dun.
I can't see. I can't see how far it is into town there. Oh, there's.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, so I don't think you guys are gonna. I don't think you got enough distance to make it.
Couldn't we just do a little bit of a
It'd be a
push?
shame if we got jumped by wolves when we rest.
It would be a shame to. It would be a shame if we got surprisingly ambushed by some creature.
You only got like a mile, so I'm gonna say you guys make it in there just after dark into town. It's pretty easy to get into town after dark. And the going is definitely much easier once you get in the forest.
If this took days, I do think at some point we would have mentioned Sildar's armor.
Yeah.
If Riker knew that was Sildar's, I think it was Ura though. So if I don't know, I don't mention it obviously, but
Ura would not keep any secrets like that. So he would have said quite plainly, like, "Oh, that's what was the name of the house? Winter something, no something.
Hall Winter.
Hall Winter. Oh, that's Hall Winter. Wait, isn't that Sildar's?"
I probably would have asked. As we. What was this doing at that castle? Which name I can't think of at the current moment.
Cragmaw?
Yeah.
Well, he did get captured, right? His stuff taken.
Hey, remember you guys found him, like, in his skivvies in the Goblin Cave.
Oh yeah,
and we saved him just like we did Gundren.
Stripped him and took his arm over there. Hey, well, he'll appreciate getting this back at least. So.
Yeah.
We also
might be worth like.
Wait, we haven't turned in these quests. We haven't gotten XP for turning in the quests.
Yeah, we still have the orcs to bring back to Sildar.
Yep. The orc head.
Yeah.
The orc head, that is.
Alright, so since it is after dark when you guys get in, when you guys escort Gundren into, I assume you're going to the tavern where you had rooms before.
Yeah, or at least try to find where Sildar is first.
At this point, your guys' rooms, basically your free rooms, have been used up. Basically, your number of days that you had rooms paid for has been used.
How much a room?
So it's going to be a nice measly cost of, for how many nights? We're looking at 1 night, 2 nights? Or do we want to pay per night?
Why don't we just go for a
Just
week
go per night.
again?
I think it's just go per night.
All right.
Yeah,
So
per night.
Okay.
Is
In rates.
depends on if you want to stay up night, stay up and
Instead.
perform tonight, or whether you want to go to sleep.
A modest room at an inn would be 5 silver.
Ura will most definitely play, especially considering the magic item he now has in his possession. He's basically like, oh, you know what, I'm feeling so tired. And then there's like the thrum of the instrument in his mind. Well, I guess I could play just one song.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So Ura gets his room for free. Everybody else, the cost of the rooms here is a gold per night.
Take it out of the group loot, or
Angong will pay for the group. How much would that be? That'd be 4 additional. Actually, no.
Plus Gundren.
Plus Gundren. Let's throw in.
Actually, don't worry about Gundren. His room is accounted for. He's actually gonna.
Yeah.
He says, "Thanks, guys." He goes in. I need a drink, and then he goes in, and Sildar's in there, and he's like, stands up, Gundren, and everybody turns around as soon as you guys walk in. He's like, Sildar, you're alive too. They told me you're alive, but I did want to believe it. And then they embrace and hug and do the whole bro thing.
Bro,
and,
man.
yeah, and then they look around, and everybody, there's like townsfolk coming around. It's like, you know, the people that are in the inn, and they're like, oh, Gundren, and shaking his hand and slapping him on the back. He's like, it still hurts. I was tortured for days. And they're like, oh, sorry. And he's like, tell you what, you can make it up to me by buying me a drink. I seem to be a little low on coins. And they all laugh at that. And yes, people start buying him a drink, and he starts talking about how this great goblin army captured him and Sildar, and it seems to be a much grander tale than what Sildar had led you guys to believe, but you know, the dwarf probably doesn't want to be letting too many people know that just a few goblins were able to capture him. So,
and then Riker kind of adds in like, and that's when we came and saved you. And I pull out Sildar's armor and throw it on the bar.
So there's
I
like,
could make a song out of that.
What would you name the song? Lost Minds of Fandelva?
What's Fandelver?
you guys have heard the rumors now, haven't you? Haven't we gotten to that? That's in like you guys know, isn't it?
You've been talking about like Wave Echo Cave, but I don't think anyone's ever mentioned specifically the word Fandelver.
For some reason, I thought Sildar told you guys, like what Sildar knows. I would believe.
Okay, so he told us the whole history spiel.
Yeah, he gave you, like, on your guys' way back from the Goblin Cave, he told you guys basically what he knew that was going on and let you guys in on the secret. And
This was kind of like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge sort of thing to Ura at the time. Since I'm drinking
This is the
from
background thing, right?
Obsidian.
Background,
yeah.
Handout.
Angong's drinking from the obsidian goblet, by the way.
Do you wash it out first?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. It had lots and lots of nasty poisoned blood in there.
Why wouldn't Angong?
Nice.
She's not that stupid. Despite having an intelligence of 9.
Alright, so, Gundren managed to buy you guys all a round of drinks. He gets some money. He's got, like, a cache of goods here and stuff like that. And so, for rescuing him, he gives each of you 25 gold pieces and promises to give the party if you help him free, like after everything settles down. He's like, listen, lads, I know you don't. Thanks for saving me bones, and you don't have any other responsibilities going forward. But I did promise you guys a chance at something better, and I'll make good on that if you can help me open up Wave Echo Cave so we can get in there. I'm willing to part with. He's like, it seems painful. As like he's bringing up the number. 10% of all of our profits for your group. So that's 5 of you. So that's 2% of our profits to each of you. He like
pulls
cringes.
everybody back into a huddle.
Engong's too busy drinking.
Honestly, I don't even care about the coin. I just want the adventure.
Yeah, that sounds good too. But
2% like forever?
coin is good though too.
Yeah, coin is good.
Coin funds adventure.
For the rest of your life. Like, when you say that, Belly's like, for the rest of your lives. That's however long you may live. And then, like, that hurt. That hurt really bad.
Oh.
Well, you better be prepared for a long payment for me. I got a good 20 or so years left.
Alright, so as you guys are kind of like, and all these stories were related and stuff like that, I'm going to go ahead and go do some of the... Sildar comes, he leaves after a while after hearing some things, and he comes back with a very large sack of coins, and several sacks of coins, and plops them on the table. There are 6 sacks of coins containing 100 gold pieces each.
Wow. This for what now? Oh, Gundred, I take it?
No, this is Sildar. He looks at you guys and he's like, the town and the region and the Lord's Alliance thanks you, nice folk, you lady and gentlemen's. 100 gold of this is for... he's like, you guys did take care of the orcs, right? Like, I think I heard somebody say something like that.
Engong remembers, pulls out the bag of holding, pulls out the bagged up orc chief head.
I got rid of that
Timing.
like 5 days ago. I got rid of the orc head as soon as...
Engong's looking at it.
Where'd it go?
It is probably burnt to a crisp somewhere.
Ura will go, allow me! So basically what happened was, we arrived at the cave, and then there were a bunch of orcs.
I go to get
this.
a ton of beer. Like all the beer.
Oh, major image bombarding. Good job.
So he uses it as a PowerPoint presentation for the events.
Oh my god.
Riker
Slides
100%
into
understand exactly what's happening and just starts buying rounds.
At the end of it. So as you can see, by the third quarter here, adventuring gear is getting really expensive, but due to the gold you've just paid for us, that allows us to incur an interest rate of 2% extra adventuring. Any questions?
What did any of that mean?
Alright, and then he's like, and as Gundren told us when you guys came through the door, getting rid of those nasty creatures in the Cragmaw castle. 500 gold for that.
Each?
Total.
Oh,
So
okay, no,
that's why I said there's 6 bags with 100 gold in each bag.
I
so,
get, yeah. Yeah.
Which I
Do we get the bag?
yes.
Sweet.
6 sacks.
So, 600 gold.
How much each?
That's what, 120 each.
120 each.
And he's like, and then I guess regale me with your great deeds, and maybe I can find some other way to reward you. The way you guys are going, I might end up breaking the bank.
Engong starts describing how she wrestled a green dragon.
Oh yeah, I killed the shit out of a dragon.
Yeah.
She
I
lays
think
that part
Riker
out.
should be the one to tell the story. It is your home.
Killing it is one thing. Grappling it and surviving is another thing.
Yeah, but you gotta think of the larger narrative here. Who's gonna have the more vested story? Would it
He
be
only
you?
killed it because
Or
I
would
was
it be
holding it in
Riker, descendant of Thunder Tree, come back to reclaim his home?
Well, he wouldn't have been able to hit it if I had not have held it in place.
It was a group effort.
All I know is I'm king of the dragons now, or something. See the
That's
crown?
true. Are we expecting a lot of kobolds to come appearing in Vandalin anytime soon?
Speaking of which. Oh boy, I forgot.
I believe the druid's with you guys, so they're kind of like... He said he's going to go back and check and see what's going on with them. After he talks
As they
to...
all just rush in, just peacefully.
Yeah, after he talks to Carp and Quellen, Alderleaf, he's going to go back and check on the kobolds to see what's going on with them. But other than that, so I think
Riker's going to go inquire about like a mail service or anything like that they might have in town, just to get a package to not Thunder Tree, Neverwinter.
Okay. Yeah, Barthanes runs kind of like the little thing, since he's kind of like the shipping person here. Unless you have something going like in the other... If you're sending it to Neverwinter, it's Barthanes. If you're sending it, would that be east? That would be Halia.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then, but it's pretty late right now, so I assume that I'll go there tomorrow.
Halia's here. Barthanes is here. There's actually more people. Like when word got spread around that you guys went out, so have come back. So like, there's people coming into the inn. Like it's getting full. Like everybody's coming into the inn to see Gundren and.
Engong's gonna start betting on arm wrestling to see who can beat her while wearing the gauntlets.
And what did Sister Garelli offer you guys?
She offered us
the spell book, but we
didn't actually get anything.
Well, she just wanted information on it. She didn't
that's
want us
true.
to.
Oh, did she? Yeah.
Did you guys write
I
what
think
she...
she needs the spellbook.
Did she offer us a reward? Hold on.
I don't think she did.
I think it was just like a please do this thing.
It was, I think, 220 XP.
I think it was... I think it was 3 potions of greater healing that she said she would give you guys.
Yes. Hey, but healing potions.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah. Originally, they're just supposed to be regular healing potions, but you guys are kind of past those, so we'll give you 3 greater healing potions.
Who wants them?
Oof. Engong already is holding 1, so...
I have 2 currently.
I have a normal healing potion.
I'll take a healing potion. I don't have any. True.
What about the other 2 now?
I'm gonna yoink a second one. So now I have
Engong's gonna
total.
yoink the last one. So that way she is holding 2.
So is that all of them? Or?
That will be all 3 of those additional ones from Sister Goral.
Okay.
Right. What about the Hold on. What about the odd undead, aka the dude with the official whip?
Yeah.
Alright, so Old Owl Well was, remember Darren is like on death's door, so his son is in the, in here, but Darren obviously is not.
Yeah. So yeah. Engong's probably busy just betting on arm wrestling.
If anyone wants to come with Ura, he'll be making the diplomatic rounds for the town on all the mission completion stuff we did.
Okay.
I take it not. It'd be better if we did that in the morning, so to say.
Well, they're all here. This is the thing.
True. They're all true.
I'd go with her.
Alright, so we're gonna do a little splitting up here a while. So, Engong, Halia kind of like says, "Hey, can I have a word with you privately? Can we go for a walk?"
Engong nods as she slams a guy's hand onto the table and wins again. And
so she escorts you. Basically, you guys go for a little walk, and she's like, "You and your comrades' accomplishments are are grand indeed, and tales of your renown are spreading, and that is great both for you, your group, and the Zentarum. We look forward to seeing what you can do in the future, but we may have a job for you if you're willing to travel.
What's the job you're speaking of?
Are you aware of this thing with magic, death magic going a little sideways, so to speak?
Isn't that the same thing that what the man at Eldermath has?
Yes, yes, it is indeed. He is suffering from it. Many former
Then-
adventurers who once had received the blessings of their various deities and returned to life are starting to fall ill across the realms, and eventually they die. Some
Wouldn't
of
be
the very,
surprised if
we're actually
wouldn't be
working with other groups across the. It's one of those few rare times when we reach out and talk to those dreaded harpers and those fools at the Order of the Gauntlet. Even the Lord's Alliance, those. Anyway, we're all suffering under this thing, and we're trying to put together a. We've already sent various missions together and separate to Cholt, and through our combined efforts, we've been able to divine some stuff. And
What is
So-
this Cholt anyway? I've never heard of it before.
well, you'd have to take a trip by ship, or be teleported. Anyway, I'm working with some of my counterparts in the various other organizations to arrange if you and your group are willing in the future to maybe circumvent having to take the long route, and I might be able to get you a a teleportation out of Neverwinter. But I realize that you guys may be under. I realize you guys are still probably helping the poor dwarf, and she kind of rolls her eyes. But it would be in everybody's best interest if the mines are opened again, especially for this town. There's riches to be made if if he does indeed know where Fendelver is. So
So,
in the interest of the
the
Zentarum,
only-
if he wants you to open this, and I would strongly urge you and your group to assist Gundren, and then
I was
we can
already
talk
planning
about
on it.
Oh, good. Then we
The
can.
only other question is, as for that other job, how much would it be worth to actually do so?
Financial compensation. Is that what motivates you? I knew I liked you. Right now I don't have a number. Like I said, I'm working with my other counterparts in various organizations, and depending on how things play out, the number can fluctuate. So I'll get back to you on that. Like I said, before you leave the region, please come see me, and maybe as you're journeying, bring this up with your group and see if you guys want to stick together past. I realized that Gundren's offered you a hefty reward. I heard he's going to give you profits from the mine when you guys manage to get it open. I'm not going to say if, when. Yes, when you get it open.
It's quite a bit from what he's mentioned, but it's a definite for life compensation for helping this out. Just to get this mine all cleared out,
If done properly,
done properly, of course.
in the next few years, Vandalin could be mightier than Neverwinter in the region as far as influence. So, definitely in all of our best interests.
And I have grown a little bit fond of this town at the very least. But I will consider the job, of course.
Excellent. That's all I had. Please return to your friends, and we'll speak further in the coming weeks after this mess with Gundren's fully settled.
Of course, and you enjoy your night.
All right, so Riker, where were you heading? Still in the evening.
I'm just following Ura. I have something to mail, but I'm gonna do that in the morning.
Okay.
That'd be at.
Ura, I believe, is performing, right, this evening.
Oh, he was gonna make the diplomatic rounds. While he was doing that, I was gonna call him. If not, I'm just drinking and probably hanging with Sildar, most likely.
Like, if it is feasible to go around and talk to all the different NPCs at this hour, then he'll do it. But if, like,
all of them but Darren, Edermath, and of the ones you've met, Carp and his mother, those are the only people that are noticeably absent that you've met. There are tons of people here that you've never even met before. You kind of like saw them in passing in the town. Some people you've never even seen before. It looks like since you guys left, there's probably been 3 or 4 families that have moved into the area. And of course, there's a bunch of miners here that you guys were transient before,
I mean, Ura will take whoever is coming with him and lay out what exactly happened. We get our respective rewards, which we already sort of went over, but is Sister Garel here?
Yes, she is. Like, right off, when you guys came into town, he kind of like, as you guys went to the inn and stuff, he kind of like didn't bother coming in, and he just kind of disappeared in the background.
Sister Garel.
Yes,
Long time no see.
Right? Yeah, Ura.
Mm-hmm. And my compatriots.
Yes. Are you with him, Riker? You said you're going around doing the rounds with him?
Yep.
She's like, Roger? No, that's not quite right. Riker?
Riker, yes.
Yeah, I got a thing for names. It's
good. Ooh, you were right there.
Yeah. What can I do for you, nice folk? She lifts a glass and like. Good news. Good. Yes. On that venture we spoke of before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's suspense.
Riker? Describe the events, if you would be so kind. I have a performance to tend to, and I don't want to strain my voice too much.
Okay. Yeah, I was just, yeah, so, you were looking for a spellbook?
Yes.
That belonged to Bogentle?
Yes.
Well, you sent us to go talk to the Banshee, Agatha. Is that right?
Yes.
Well, we
about this.
talked to her. It seems she gave it to a necromancer named Cernoth.
She's like, oh, hold on a second. She like pulls out a notepad. She's like, did she tell you how to spell that, Cernoth? Like,
Cernoth.
Probably not. She's
No.
Okay. Cernoth, gotcha.
Yeah, from the city of Erebor?
Erebor, yes.
Yeah, that one. That was over 100 years ago, though, so
yeah.
That is the most information we got on that. Sorry.
Well, that's all I really needed was that information move forward.
Excellent.
So, deal is the deal. I believe it was 3 greater healing potions, right? I don't have those with me. You want me to go fetch them, or do you just want to swing by the temple tomorrow?
Bring it by tomorrow. It's fine. Enjoy the party.
Yeah. You guys are the talk of the area. You know that, right? Like, I think they already know your names in Neverwinter by now. Like, your names are on everybody's tongues.
Well, maybe one day they'll get my name right.
right?
Rat.
Yeah, that's what. See? Yeah, everybody's got it right.
Yep, it's the exact same. It's fine. This is fine.
He's like, lifts her glass. Well, to your group. Do you guys have a name? Like, every good group has to have a name, right? Have you named your group yet? I'll take that as a no.
Riker, is that something people do?
I mean, it is. I haven't really thought about it though.
All right, so I'm assuming when you do that, Riker, you kind of look at Ura as he like oh.
Yeah. Yeah, we're both like.
And Ura, out of the corner of your eye, you see Sister Gorelli pull back her cloak a little bit to reveal a shiny little pin underneath in the form of a harp. And then she quickly covers it back up and kind of gives you a little shh.
A lovely scarf.
Hey, what
you have?
What was that? What did you say, Ura?
Nothing. Nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. There was nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, I'm used to this by now. This is normal. Yeah, okay. I don't even question it anymore.
Yeah, or gives like another big like wink. Like nailed it.
Yeah, she's like, tell you what, swing by the temple tomorrow, and I'll say a nice prayer for you. And you can collect your reward for the group as well at the time. Maybe you guys can discuss having the name at that point. If not, I can toss some ideas out there for you.
Mm-hmm.
Probably a good idea.
Red brands.
No.
The blue scarves. or the continuation of the red
So what? We're now.
Maybe he's colorblind.
We do have a bunch of blue.
Is 80% blue.
Dabu die.
Alright, so where are we going next?
Well, I don't wanna eat up all of it. Like, what are Bell and Shahum doing?
I wanted to go find Carp.
I was gonna go try and dump this this extra chainmail that I have somewhere because it's weighing me down. But whatever.
So yeah, for the evening with the extra like loots and stuff, you look around and like everybody that's in town, literally, except for a few people, are in this room, this common room, celebrating right now with Gundren, and like everybody's going up there and toasting him, and like some of them come over and slap you guys on the back and offer, bring you guys free drinks if you want them, and it's like, yeah, good job, thanks for rescuing Gundren, you guys are awesome, and that type of thing. No kids. So a lot of the kids that you saw playing on the green, they're noticeably absent. There's a couple moms obviously absent because of that. But yeah, like almost every able-bodied adult, with the exception of Carp's mom and Radoth, who you know is in town, and Darren Edermath. Pretty much everybody that you saw in town before is in the common room right now. And so shortly after that as soon as basically you guys separate from Sister Gorelli, the innkeeper walks up and is like, I'm happy to give you a free room, but he looks around like, wait, you need to be performing.
Okay.
Before they all leave.
I was warming up the crowd, okay? Excuse me, Riker. My public needs me.
Of course. If you need any help, let me know.
Actually, you know what? I could use your help.
Oh, really?
And with that,
Riker's had just enough.
Yeah. He will pull out a very familiar-looking wand.
Oh.
And gently hold it out towards Riker and goes, I need you to play this for me.
It's okay. Wait, do I know what this is?
He did identify it and tell the group.
Okay.
You may not
All
remember, but he did.
All right. And
basically, as long as you wave it back and forth in the air, it makes an orchestra. Like you're conducting an orchestra, it makes the noise of an orchestra.
Air guitaring.
You just have to keep doing it.
So, Riker's gonna just takes a big swig of his drink and step up on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, and he begins tapping the wand on the nearest thing, and then turns himself into the fanciest thing he can remember from Neverwinter.
Oh.
Just like this dude with just the most ridiculous color clothes, long tail on his jacket, you know. And then just look to Ura. My good sir, whenever you're ready.
Ura has a look of like, I almost feel threatened. But there is a smile to it, and he goes, and a 1, and a 2, and a boop, tweet.
Yeah, and then begin playing it.
Yep.
Or I mean,
Star Wars Cantina song for the next 3 hours. So performance and all that.
Yeah, we can see how well your performance is.
Does the thing give me any advantage?
It doesn't give you advantage.
No,
it gives
just
you expertise if you didn't already have expertise in performance.
Yeah, I already have it, so...
Do I need to roll anything?
No, yours is just a...
I'm helping him, right?
Yeah. I will give you advantage because, yeah, you have an assistant with an amazing orchestra.
Sweet. Hot damn.
Fly.
You know, it's that accompaniment that really sets it out, because otherwise it would have been a mediocre performance.
Wow. Yeah, like, as soon as Riker does... and starts waving it, and, like, this orchestra does, like, this build-up. Like, you can hear in the background, and, like, all of a sudden, it just blasts right through, and it's like, whoa! Everybody stops!
There's, like, all kinds of things happening. There's, like, a hand that appears and starts doing the wand for me. A little prestidigitation, lights, and little pyrotechnics. It's chaos.
Yeah, like
a little bit of chaos, but it reels it in.
So as soon as you, like, started the orchestra, like, everybody stopped talking mid-sentence and turned, and there's Ura up on stage, and you're like, and then, like, you're, like, in the background. He's making sure you're, like, off to the side.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. You know,
and he stands...
Whenever Riker, like, gets a bit too center stage, like, Ura, like, extends the wings or the tail feathers and, like, tries to half-block him, like, look over here, look at me, I'm important.
And he definitely smiles at you when you have your mage hand do it for you, so that you're, like, completely off stage drinking a ale or something, and you're completely out of the picture. He's like, yeah, that's it, keep that up. But,
does that mean that Riker earns his free room for the night as well?
It's good enough, and I think that... tell you what, let's have you make just a charisma save, Riker, and let's see how well, if they even notice that you exist.
Save or check, or I mean, it doesn't matter actually for me.
Can I give him bardic inspiration? I know this is all sort of amorphous, so you have a D8 for.
Does not matter, but roll it anyway.
Yeah, you got a free room, and you're gonna end up
that
getting
number higher. Ooh,
I'll take a free room.
Fucking another 30.
Oh my god! Yeah.
Nice.
All right.
You guys are killing
There's some threatening happening to Ura right now.
Ura looks at Riker. Like, there's one final line. I don't mean to hold on this forever, but it's like Ura looks at Riker and just goes, now we need a group name and a band name.
It's true. It's very true.
Alright, so, you guys are so phenomenal. The whole group is going to get the free rooms for the evening for this performance. It's like a performance of the ages. People are going to be talking about this until the day they die. Like, everybody in town was in the room, and they're all going to be talking about this. Like, literally, you guys play in utter silence for like half an hour before anybody's like when the first time you stop, it's like dead silence, or you slow down. I guess he can't slow down because this is why it doesn't work. And then it's just applause erupts, like ah! Everybody's screaming and hollering, and everybody's looking around like, "Did you see that? That was amazing!" And yeah, then when you guys start back up, they like like you could hear a pin drop, and like you can hear things in the kitchen being moved around by the people who aren't actually like experiencing the show. And when they come out of the kitchen, like they just stop and like stare at you guys. And then they realize, oh, I got a job to do, and then they go off. And so it's a moment before, like for a little bit there, nobody was spending any money because everybody was just completely entranced by the performance. But eventually, everything starts. They wind back down, get used to it a little, and start purchasing. But everybody's looking in your guys, like everybody who was like talking and turning and facing their comrades, now they're all like turned and facing the stage and like leaning in to talk to each other, and then like they're talking quietly and whispering because they don't want to disturb the performance. But you guys all don't have to pay your gold, so I think Engong, if you had spent the gold to purchase everybody's, you get all of that money back.
Yeah, she
because
wait, she gets the money back.
Yeah, he's like, you guys can stay for free for the evening. That was spectacular. Basically, at the end of the night, as you're going up to your room, the innkeeper's like comes up to you and is like, "Keep your money. You guys are amazing."
What about the other night?
Kind of looks at you and is like, "We'll see. We'll see."
I'd like to at least do a forward payment at the very least, considering.
He's like, "Don't worry about
not
it right
sure.
now. Don't worry about it right now. We'll discuss any other nights as they're needed."
All right. Oh.
How long are you gonna stay? How long are you gonna be performing for Ura?
When does the harp tell him to stop? The lyre, rather.
Oh, the lyre's eating this up. The lyre's like, "Yeah, you're amazing. Look at them. They love you. They love us." Is the emotion you get, like just pure adoration coming from the lyre, and you don't get a sense that the lyre wants you to stop at all. Like this, play till your fingers bleed and they fall off is the impression you get, and or at least until everybody goes home, whichever occurs first.
He will not relent until Riker relents first.
Oh God, I was just gonna say the mage hand keeps bringing me drinks, and I'm here for Ura. This is happening. So until I can't handle my alcohol, basically.
Alrighty.
Oh boy.
Yep, that's happening. That's 100%. What's going on?
Engong's still having a drink, by the way.
Still doing okay.
She come back.
Oh man.
Hanging in there.
We don't need to go to Wave Echo Cave. The echo of music is right here.
Shahun, who is your deity again?
Talos.
Okay, this one.
Yeah, Engong's also enjoying her time drinking.
Sorry, I'm looking at a few things.
Fair. Are you trying to make sure we earn that 220 XP?
No. So during the performance, Shahun, what are you doing as all this is going on?
I'm just drinking quietly off to the side, pretending not to enjoy the entertainment. But let's be serious, it's impossible.
Otherworldly.
It's fucking lit.
Yeah, you've definitely
Pretty much.
You've paid really good money to see something that's not even half as good. However, during this performance, Sildar comes up to you and sets a drink down. He's like, "Well, my friend, how are you doing? Your friends obviously are amazing."
You know, I'm doing all right.
So, what's next for the faithful of Talos. Talos, right?
Yeah. I go wherever I'm guided, and I think this is where I'm supposed to be.
I was talking to a few of my friends not too long ago about the same the same thing. My question is, would you like to join maybe a group that can help provide a little guidance? Not of the clergy type, mind you. More of, just some friends that get together every once in a while that have the best interest of the nation, of their various nations, of the region, that have the interests of the region at heart and aren't concerned with, the petty squabbles of the various faiths or religions or, differences that we may have, but, just coming together for the betterment of all.
I'm listening.
Well, you and your friends have been doing some amazing things, and I have to say, I'm not the only one that's taking notice. The people of Phandalin are not the only ones that are taking notice. And I've been authorized to offer you a probationary membership into the Lord's Alliance if you're interested. I don't know if you're familiar with the organization.
I am, and I would be honored.
Excellent, excellent. He grasps your hand. Well, normally there's like some fancy schmancy ritual type thing that we do, but that's back in like Neverwinter. Out here, it's as simple as me, and he reaches into like his breast and pulls out a little pin, basically. So it's, I think, for Lord's Alliance. What's their thing? It's like a crown.
Serve.
No, it's like a symbol of a crown or something like that with like people on it.
Do you serve directly under Neverember himself, or where do you go from?
I'm loosely affiliated with Lord Neverember. I was sent to this area, and this is now going to be my home. I was sent here to find the previous member of the Lord's Alliance, Yarno. The black stuff. Don't mention that to anybody else, that he was a member. That could be bad publicity. But he was the guy who was our contact for this area, and now that I'm taking over as town master, this is basically going to be if Gundren's right and they restore the Wave Echo Cave and start cranking out magical items, Phandalin's going to need a good hand to guide it into. It's going to be a lot of people coming in here, and we got to make sure it's the right kind of people. Unfortunately, that Helia's already here, but she's all right. I get for Zed, she's okay. There's a few things that I might have some opportunities are coming up fairly soon, but I think the best thing for the region right now is for you and your friends to be helping Gundren, because like I said, the Wave Echo Cave and the Mines of Vandelver are very important to the region, and particularly this town. So, but yes, I am operating under Lord Neverember now. At one time I operated under Laryl Silverhand not too long ago, before I had some of my duties for the Alliance moved into Neverwinter. So
I see.
But you'd come on as a probationary member under my sponsorship, and like I said, the people I've been talking with are very impressed, and we are more than happy to have you as a member moving forward. I think your probationary period is going to be very short indeed.
I look forward to it. Is there any specific assignment